is a security technologist.
Kim, did you ask your doctor about Ozempic?
Ozempic? This Ozempic?
Ozempic? My friend takes it.
Reminder, call Dr. Chow.
Ask your doctor or visit Ozempic.ca.
What's Ozempic?
If you have watched any cable TV in the past year, then you're probably familiar with that vague clickbaity ad. And Ozempic's been getting a lot of buzz on social media and in the news too. So yes, I'm going to ask that question. What's Ozempic?
It's a drug that was developed for the treatment of diabetes that does three things for people living with diabetes. It suppresses their appetite, so they eat less. It delays the emptying of their stomach, so they feel full longer. And it increases the amount of insulin their body produces.
That's Tom Elliott.
I'm an endocrinologist, diabetes specialist, and medical director of BC Diabetes.
Ozempic is generically known as semaglutide. It was approved in Canada to treat type 2 diabetes in 2018. And Dr. Elliott says it's a game changer.
People with diabetes tend to be overweight. In my clinic, the average body mass index for people is 31 and Canadian average is 28. Desirable is 25 or less. So people with diabetes are heavier set than people who don't have type 2 diabetes. And the drugs that have been used historically to treat diabetes have tended to cause weight gain. So if someone with diabetes loses weight, the insulin they make works better. So weight loss is a key part of the management of diabetes for people who are overweight. So all of a sudden, we've got a drug that lowers weight, lowers sugar, and one more factor, it does not cause hypoglycemia or low sugar, dangerously low sugar.
It's also more convenient. Semaglutide is a once-a-week shot. Other diabetes medications require daily doses. So on many levels, this is really a big deal. But the drug has been getting a lot of buzz lately for another reason.
I started Ozempic before Kim K, and here are my thoughts.
Happy Friday, happy weigh-in day, happy shot day.
By the way, how'd you lose your weight?
I had my first Ozempic shot today.
I lost over 3 pounds this week.
Lord, if you let me get skinny one more time, I promise I won't mess it up. Amen.
Every single one of those clips is from TikTok. And there are thousands of them, all talking about Ozempic and weight loss, and celebrities who are rumored to have used the drug for weight loss. That's caused a lot of controversy in the U.S. because there have been shortages of the drug among diabetics, the drug's intended market, and people who rely on it to regulate their illness. But the situation is a little different here in Canada.
Well, when a drug is approved by Health Canada, they attach conditions for the approval. And those conditions are the label. So in Canada, the label is for people with type 2 diabetes. You have to have type 2 diabetes to be eligible for on-label prescription of the drug. Now, doctors are used to prescribing off-label because the Health Canada approval process is typically a very slow one. It's one of the slowest in the world. People like me in the diabetes business, we're used to prescribing off-label, as are many doctors.
But even though people are taking it off-label, we haven't had the same shortages of semaglutide in Canada. So it's also an option for people struggling with obesity.
So it causes weight loss. The weight loss is sustained as long as the medication is taken. The drug is safe. I prescribe it myself for people who don't have diabetes off-label. It's expensive, and is it the answer to our national problem of increasing girth, of burgeoning waistline? No, the answer is healthier eating and exercise. But we have to be expedient. Doctors are going to prescribe drugs that are effective, and there is a big demand for Ozempic in the non-diabetic populations in Canada.
And Dr. Elliott says it shouldn't be your first choice if all you really want to do is drop a few pounds.
If you stop taking it and you go back to your old eating habits, then your weight will rise back to its original weight. Any benefits you've achieved in sugar control will disappear. So you do need to stay on the drug.
Another issue for Ozempic is the cost. It's not cheap, and it's not covered by all drug plans.
At 1 milligram per week, it's $7 a day. So it's expensive. You know, there are more and more manufacturers producing drugs in this class. So with competition, I do expect that the prices will fall eventually, but we're stuck with $7 a day right now.
So if you're thinking that you want to be like your favorite celebrity and lose some weight, Dr. Elliott has some advice.
It's effective, it's expensive, but you should not ignore standard lifestyle recommendations. You know, healthy eating is eating at meal times, not snacking, not eating when you're sad, tired, lonely, or bored, putting the food on the plate, and when the plate is empty, the meal's over, pushing away from the table. So healthy eating is still number one, and exercise is an excellent adjunct to weight loss. So I want them to attend to standard lifestyle therapies and not just rush into Ozempic.
So now you know. That's Ozempic. Tom Elliott is a doctor and founder of BC Diabetes.